I see in these two cards maybe losing a competition. It's interesting, Taurus, because this card is, Jack of Wands. He's the one who is the first one to jump into something. He's in the rider weight. He's leaping up on his horse. His horse is on 2 feet, and the other 2 are in the air. He's like, let's go get him. Let's go right in there. It almost reminds me of like a courageous fireman. Like he's not afraid of anything. And it also could represent a fire sign that's near you. So it could be Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. But the sense I get is that this is you having courage. It could go either way. But with these 2 cards following it, this is normally 6 of Wands is success, victory, recognition, status. And 5 of Wands is competition. So for some reason, I'm seeing that you're not being recognized as a competitor. I don't know why, Taurus. Or you may not see yourself as a worthy competitor. You may not. There's some way in which this sort of, can be like trivial matters, people, open warfare, people fighting about things. This could even be like sports. And this is the victor. This is the person who has victory. This is the person who comes in, saves the day, the person who's got the status, the reputation. He's got the victory laurel, so he's the one who sort of wins the day. In the reverse position, though, it's saying that you're not feeling it, or you don't feel like you have access to it. You might be second-guessing yourself, in which case you may come up short or being overlooked. I'm not really sure if it's in regards to you, Taurus, or someone else overlooking you, like in this competition and you're overlooked. It could even just be like going for it for a job, but not ending up having victory through the competition. I'm not sure how it's playing out for you, Taurus, but there's a person in authority who's not seeing things clearly. This is King of Swords, which is someone who normally is very fair. The swords represent the truth, and he's usually in alignment with the truth. But in the reverse position, it means that he's not seeing things clearly. He's not in alignment with the truth. So if he's in the authority position, like for example, if this is the person doing the hiring, or if this is a spouse, or a father, or a boss, or whomever this might be, the person who is normally very logical, analytical, thoughtful, reasonable, they're not being very reasonable right now. They're not seeing the truth of something. So this could be an air sign. King of Swords usually depicts Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. So if it's someone that you're involved with who is an air sign, this is more than likely them. They're just seeing things from a different point of view. They're looking off here. They're not seeing this. So they might just be consumed in their own thoughts, their own truth, their own whatever's going on with them. They're not their usual self, is what I'll say. Or it could just be someone who has the archetype of King of Swords. So someone who's normally very logical, reasonable, analytical, knowledgeable, makes good decisions, thinks things through, considers both sides of the matter. He may not be doing that right now. He's kind of off in his own head, is the sense that I get. In the middle of the month, you have, this is being seduced by things that are attractive, but maybe aren't necessarily what they appear to be. Jack of Swords is like another crusader. He's sort of like Jack of Fire, but he's more like rational. This guy's more about action, and this guy's more about ideals. So I'll talk more about that when I go through this, but I'm just giving you a quick synopsis of each one of these. And then this is Lovers. So this is intimacy, this is vulnerability, this is openness with someone else. I'll go through them each one by one. Right now, 3 of Coins is having some challenges. You might be having some challenges working in collaborative groups, collaborative efforts. 3 of Coins in the upright position means group projects. And it can also be the artist card or the artisan card. It's creativity, group workings. In this card, there's normally the worker that you see here, and representing one of these coins, and then also the architect who's designing the building, and then the person who's going to live in it or use it, in this case in the church. So group projects might feel a little heavy right now or daunting, or it's not favored right now. It's not something that you feel like doing or participating in. It's saying that might not be where your focus is right now. With Seven of Cups, you might be considering other options, but be careful that you're not doing any sort of like grass is greener type of considerations. Like while you're working away on this thing in this group, it might be like dissatisfaction at work with everyone around you. Be careful that you're not saying, oh, okay, well, I could just gamble this away, or I could just, these are sort of like seeds of fantasy, or like, wouldn't the grass be greener if I did this? Wouldn't it be wonderful if I could just go run after these jewels? Or wouldn't it be great if I did this for a living instead? Especially with this in reverse, I'm seeing this victory laurel in reverse, and this victory laurel in reverse here. There's something that says, like, if you tried to pursue it, it wouldn't be successful. Just saying, Taurus, right now, whatever that thing is. And there's some this is saying be realistic, be practical, weigh things out, really consider, the evidence on both sides. That's really featured here. Don't kid yourself about something, Taurus. There's a verdict to be paid here. This person is very realistic, very rational. So don't be seduced by what I'll call, in this particular case, the grass is greener. This guy, Knight of Swords, can be very gung-ho about things in the same way that Knight of Wands is, but he's more of like the mental element. He's more of like, I'm gonna rush in because this is something that I believe. I'm the first one to rush into this burning tower. He kind of like goes for things. He sometimes goes against the wind, like he goes too fast. So be careful that you don't, you're not cold and brash when this card shows up, that you actually take time to slow things down and consider things, especially with this in the reverse position and looking at all this. I'm going to say, Taurus, in the middle of the month, be careful not to make any snap judgments. Don't make any snap decisions, especially towards something that looks attractive on the outside. Really do your research. It's going to be tough not to follow fantasy right here, but because you might be dissatisfied with your work or collaborative projects, push pause in the middle of the month is what I'm going to say. You might have some real support and insight from your romantic relationship. It might be a good time to focus on being vulnerable, being open, saying things that are on your heart. It's a good time to like connect with others, whether that's your significant other or whether that's just like being intimate and vulnerable in your friendships or in your family or with those who you surround yourself with. This is a wonderful card of deep intimacy, saying what's on your heart, being open, being vulnerable, being naked, really representing yourself as you are and connecting with others. So I'm going to say hold off on any decisions in the middle of the month, especially ones that you want to like rush into that look like the grass is greener over there. Open up to others and really share. There's some real support in relationships. And we know that about with the new moon in Libra for October. It's really focus on partnerships and relationships. That's especially true for you in the middle of the month, Taurus. And then towards the end of the month, times are going to change. The Wheel of Time is showing up here for you, Wheel of Fortune. Whatever on the top is going to be on the bottom. Whatever is on the bottom is going to be on the top. Let things evolve. If you have been dissatisfied at work or don't feel like collaborating in groups, things are going to change at the end of the month. That Wheel of Time is happening. So let that happen. This can be a sign of luck is changing too. Good things are happening. The seasons are changing. The tables are turning. And there's going to be a decision made about something. Now would be the time, towards the end of the month, to make the decision. Not during this time, when stuff is foggy, things appear better than they seem, you want to rush in. Like, don't don't be hasty here. You might be like full of energy, full of like, I want it to happen now. I'm ready. Give me that assignment. Give me that project. I'm ready to chase after my dreams. Don't be hasty. Taurus, make your decision in the latter part of the month once circumstances have changed. I see too, you know, if you do things that are too quick, you are, you know, trying to compete in this battle, you might put yourself in a place of victim mentality, of believing that you're stuck or that you're captive. This is false. She can actually walk out of this anytime, but her beliefs are what's surrounding her. Remember, the swords represent thoughts, beliefs, mentality, knowledge, ideas, mental realm. So you could put yourself in a place of feeling powerless if you rush through to things, because I'm seeing her in alignment with this competition, with the guy rushing in too quickly, and then feeling victim mentality, feeling stuck, feeling captive. But there's really no one else doing this to herself but her. So I'm going to say don't follow this guy, Knight of Swords, into the burning building. It's going to end you up in a place that you don't necessarily want to be. It would be your own doing, but wait to make this firm, rational weighing of pros and cons here at the end of the month, instead of kind of getting caught up in all the drama, the haste, the competition, the glittering options. It's not really, just push pause. Make your decisions down here later. And then 10 of Cups. In the reverse position, 10 of Cups is, you know, feeling full. This is a card that is about joy, completion, family, peace. You can see Cups represent the heart, and so this is like the heart being filled. In fact, it's the most amount of hearts, the most amount of emotion on a card, feeling like that relationship is nurturing you, feeling like your family is solid. You know, it's like the end of the rainbow where everything happens and it's wonderful. In the reverse position, it's there for you, but there's something that's blocking it. There's something that's not being allowed for it to happen. I get the sense that there's some good relationship energy for you with this, but don't allow feeling victimized or feeling powerless lead you to have non-access to this wonderful joy and peace in the family. Feeling like a victim will cause everything that would otherwise fill you up, it'll cause it to drain out. You can see with this person in the reverse position and with these 10 of Cups, the rainbow is like draining out. There could be so much here, so much love. But victim mentality, false beliefs, you know, surrounding yourself with swords that like poor me, that's going to empty any of the gold that has to do with family, friends, love, peace, joy. Don't throw that away, Taurus. See if you can embrace it and see if you can get out of this victim mentality if you go there, because that will correct this card. And then instead of it draining out, it fills you up.